So I've made my fair share of what I realistically read in a week as I attend school every single day as a grad student, but people have asked me, what about the weekends? Well, today I'm releasing it from the vault, and if you think that I'm gonna be relaxing, I just realized I actually have a final exam. We're starting off after a whole Saturday of working at a clinic for my very first day at my new job. I feel like this is probably a bad idea. You know what? Maybe we'll start out on the floor. Happy Saturday. It's about to be the best weekend ever. I've just decided right at this very moment that it will be. The last 2 weeks have been very tricky weeks for me. And actually the main source of anxiety was me starting a new job. And today was my very first day on the job and I just got back and I feel like I can breathe. I was like, let me whip out the camera and we're gonna take you along for a weekend, hopefully. And there's so much that I need to do. Obviously, reading my books. I need a journal. I definitely want to clean my room. It's actually Thanksgiving weekend also, because in Canada we celebrate it in October. And I have the entire apartment to myself this weekend. First, actually, I need to change my clothes because this is my clinic clothes and I want to change the comfy clothes really bad. So let's do that, actually. If you guys are expecting something aesthetic, nope, a full-on sweat set. Guys, it got dark so fast. First, I need to talk about what I'm reading because I have very high hopes for it. Literally heard nothing about this book. I forget where I saw it. It was like an ad, which means that it did exactly what it was supposed to do. It's a cross of Six of Crows and Caraval. And you guys know, I love Six of Crows. So I was like, let me see what this is about. It's called The Dagger and the Flame by Catherine Doyle. I'm 8% of the way through. I'm on chapter 4. It has a lot of elements that I always love in books. The vibe of the city is very like, the city's crusty, dusty, musty, and it's like run by these two very famous gangs, which are the Cloaks and the Daggers. The Cloaks are thieves, the Daggers are like assassins. And our main character, her name's Seraphine, her mom gets like, at the beginning, she's running away. She has like a mark on her from the assassins and she ends up running away to join the Cloaks for like protection. And then the other POV is, you guessed it, the assassin. It's dual POV, which I don't love dual POV and I feel like I'm the only one who doesn't like that. However, Six of Crows, everyone had their own POV and I like that. So with this kind of book, who knows? If Catherine does not fumble the bag, this could be a good one. I haven't read like a good old-fashioned fantasy in a really long time. And I don't like romantasy. I hope that this does not become a romantasy. Like, I just don't like it. I like fantasy and I like when there's a love story in it, but I don't like romantasy. The girls who get it. Also, what am I making? I bought 3 things of tofu. I ran out of groceries. I need to go grocery shopping tomorrow. And I'm going to slice it and put it on rice. This right here, I don't know what it says. I'm not Chinese. Spicy chili crisp. To me, it's like chili oil. This is like my drug. I will like raw dog eat this. Like, why is that the most delicious, delectable thing I've ever consumed? Oh my god. You guys know how like teenage boys will go to the gym in their like pajamas? Whatever the equivalent of that is, I am gonna do that. Like, it's 9:30 p.m. I was lying in bed, rotting, reading, you know the drill, and I could feel myself about to fall asleep, but I really want to go to the gym, and so I was like, you know what? Am I trying to impress anyone? No. Okay, there's been many times where I've like almost fallen asleep at the gym. I try to avoid going late at night because I feel like a lot of men are there during that time. So okay, I'm ready. There's the gym fit. Back. It was literally just me and this Asian guy. 10:30 now. Time to chow. Oh, my hair. Good morning. I'm really hungry, so I'm probably gonna make breakfast while watching Outer Banks season 4. Just as predicted, I fell asleep last night without reading. I'm on page 79 and our 2 main characters have met, but it was like a fleeting meeting, which is like my favorite. A little interaction with like a stranger, like she drops something, he like picks it up for her. I was eating it up. I also realized though that there's 2 things that I need to do. 1, I need to make a thumbnail for the video that's gonna go up today. And 2, I need to read an article for my class and take a quiz on it because last time there was a quiz on this, my friends, they were the sheep. Now I'm gonna be the sheep. I want my egg white omelet, the same thing I've been eating for lunch and breakfast every single day for the past like week. I kind of say how the setting is like Six of Crow vibes, but I feel like the Caraval vibes is like not there at all. If anything, I feel like this book feels more like These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong, as in like the plot, because there's like these 2 rival gangs and then this random monstrous murdery thing happening and they need to work together to solve it. I will say though that the main boy does give like Kaz vibes, only in the fact that there's like some tragic backstory that made him join this gang at a really young age, but other than that, none of the characters I feel like level up to the Six of Crows characters. If you know, you know. Also, here I am watching season 4 of Outer Banks. Been loving this show ever since season 1, but nothing will ever hit like JJ and Key in season 1, and I feel like they're trying and it's not working and it's making me upset. Okay, so I finished making my thumbnail. I demolished my breakfast. Of course, I was reading more of my book, where I actually want to get back to reading this as soon as I'm done all the other tasks that I have to do. So I'm on page 101 now. What I really wanted to do was journal. Absolutely crucial to my mental health. I have a therapy once a month. Within that month, I have my book. I feel like it's been maybe 2 years now, maybe more than that, 2.5 years since I first started therapy. And you guys know that it is an absolute essential part of my life, non-negotiable, is me going to therapy. But I know that it's like really, really scary. I remember when I first started, I was so scared. I definitely needed a push from the people around me. Without going into the specific details, because no one needs to know the specific details. I will just say though that nowadays I just have like a little check-in, a monthly check-in. It's like mainly maintenance and preventative. Like there's no big crisis for me anymore. But because I never want to get back to risking like a crisis state, that is why the regular appointments are so helpful for me. Literally, it's just once a month. Mine are normally range from like literally like 15-minute check-in to like taking up the whole hour. Like last month, I took up the whole hour because I like wanted to start on something new, like working on something new. And so I needed the whole hour for that. Just knowing that I have a standing appointment every single month, like it already makes me way more resilient throughout that month. Anytime that anything difficult comes up, in my mind, I already know it's okay. I can talk about this in therapy. There was one month where I accidentally slept through an appointment. I was feeling so off kilter for the rest of that month until I could get to my next month appointment. And that's when I really realized that it has become such a part of my monthly routine. Like, so if you guys are interested in therapy, don't know where to start, BetterHelp is actually the paid partner for this video. They are on a mission to try to make therapy easier. If you don't know, BetterHelp is a platform that can connect you to therapists. It's super easy to start. You just go and you fill out the questionnaire. My favorite part about BetterHelp is that if you don't vibe with whatever therapist they match you with, you can switch therapists and you can just keep looking until you find like the right fit. They carefully make sure that all the therapists on there are qualified, and there is a customer care support team also to help if you have any questions. There's also like a personal journal there for any like reflections that you have, and like group sessions about different topics that are available every single day, especially if you're busy with work or school like me. BetterHelp is very easy to schedule because you can do call, video call, all on like whatever schedule works for you. And I feel like doing it online is so much less intimidating than having to like go into an office in person. Like, and it's so convenient. I can take it at home, I can take it at school. So if you're struggling and you think that you would benefit from a therapy session, you just click the link in my description, or you can go to betterhelp.com/sunnykimchannel, and then you'll get 10% off of your first month in therapy. So let me empty out all my thoughts. Finished. I feel like I can breathe again, thank god. I feel like I am gonna read that article even though the quiz only opens at 12. Also, I just realized too, tomorrow, which is Monday, we normally have class but we don't because of Thanksgiving, that I want to use tomorrow to start studying. I just realized, even though last week we had 2 midterm, I actually have a final exam next week. So, and then I have another final the week after that. Let me just do myself a favor. Comment down below if you guys are procrastinators, because I am not. Like, I genuinely don't understand how procrastinators function, because I think that if I was in a stressful situation where I needed to get things done, the most stressful thing I could do in that situation is to not do them. The most stress relieving thing that I can do is to at least start it, because I feel like things always are more daunting in my head than it actually is in real life. Wait guys, I'm so dumb. The quiz opened at 9 a.m. I don't know why I thought it opens at 12. Okay, I need to figure out which article it is though. I don't know what article it is that I'm supposed to read. Shoot, I don't know which one it is. Is it this? Hearing and believing, some limits to the auditory perceptual assessment of speech and voice disorders. Okay, let me take this quiz. Wish me luck. I'm gonna text my friends that I'm doing it. Plot twist. It's 7:40 p.m. now. Sorry, I forgot to vlog. I met up to catch up with my friend and then came home, took a nap, and I woke up from my nap, took a body shower, and now I'm feeling fresh as a daisy. However, it is 8 p.m. and I need to decide what to do. I fell asleep while I was reading my book. You know what? None of the things that I did before were book related, so I had this thought today where I was like, you know what? I kind of want to rewatch The Host movie, but I'm like, listen, it's time for my daily dose of Ian from The Host. If you guys have watched The Host, comment who you like. If you're, what's his name? Is it Jared? Jared girly or an Ian girly? Actually, do you know what I do need to do? I need to go to the store and get egg whites and milk, because nothing's gonna be open tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving. I'm gonna go in incognito mode actually. I'm gonna put my hoodie on. My favorite state of existence. Here I am. I have my little grocery haul. What I actually went there to get: egg whites, and I needed milk because I brewed this tea this morning, but I didn't have any milk to put in it. Almonds. And this one I wanted to try, which is coconut unsweetened. And then more milk. Because actually I decided that I want to have cereal for my dinner, which is the most delectable dinner. These are like my favorite protein milk that were on sale. This is the best chocolate milk you'll ever have in your life, and I don't even like chocolate that much. And then I just got 2 of the normal milks because they were on sale. And I can have them with cereal. And to me, that counts as a meal because it has protein in it. And then the 2 cereals, I was deliberating over this. This is my childhood favorite cereal. I was a Fruit Loop girl through and through. My family was a Frosted Flakes family. I got both. So nostalgic. And I'm going to have that cereal while I watch The Host. Does that not sound like the most perfect activity? This is just milk tea now because it's not even hot. This is my favorite bowl. It's a pink bowl that my mom got me on my birthday. I'm gonna go Fruit Loops. Are you guys milk first or cereal first? I actually am neither. I just do whatever one I grab first. Don't crucify me. I'm low-key someone who likes a lot of milk. Why are these ones look like shriveled up? Oh, it's because this one is made with whole grains. They literally look really shriveled. They still taste good though. Do you guys see this? They look like the dried up SpongeBobs, like from the SpongeBob movie. Oh! Obstacle. Oh, yes. I went to a sleepover one time when I was younger and I was like actually had culture shock because people don't put any milk in their cereal and they expect it to be cereal? What? I think like my childhood friend, they would do that. They would literally be like, and that's all they would put. I put a lot of time to watch The Host. Also guys, my fairy lights that I normally had, they broke. I don't know how. They literally just stopped working, so I took them down. Now I don't have any fairy lights, which is sad. Remember how I said I was gonna do schoolwork? I mean, we still have tomorrow, so it is on Prime! And surprise, surprise, I had already watched it on Prime. Look, this is the best day ever. So zoomed in. Oh, I always do it the wrong way. Oh, I'm so excited. I literally watch it for 2 scenes. When Ian and, is her name Melanie? Is that what her name was? Ian and Melanie, or Wanda, I guess. They're like sitting like outside and he goes like, I really like you, Wanda. She goes, I like you too, Ian. And then he goes, not like that. And then the second scene, they're like in that space where it's like those indoor like wheat fields. And then she's like standing there because she's like saying that she's leaving. He like storms up to her, grabs her arm. He's like, you are not leaving me. Those 2 scenes, wow, engraved in my brain. Okay, let me eat my cereal and watch this movie. Maybe I'll read my book during the boring parts. I literally think that everything else was the boring part except for like those 2 scenes that I said because I was just reading my book that entire time pretty much. I feel like I haven't watched this movie that many times. Okay, that's not true. I haven't read the book though, and I feel like I haven't become obsessed with this movie, but for some reason I can't remember it like line by line. I don't know why.
I like you, Wanda.
I like you too, Ian. You did not say that.
No. Not like that.
Morning. Oh, happy Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving Monday. Oh, I'm halfway through Dagger in the Flame, page 249. Wait, this is a big book. What? I did not think it would be that big. I need to make breakfast. I want to go on a walk down to the water because nothing is open. And I hope that no one's gonna be out and about because it's Thanksgiving. And it's really cold out. Maybe I'll listen to an audiobook during that walk. I got this book because it was available. Fountains of Silence by Ruta Sepetys. Ruta Sepetys wrote one of my favorite books of all time, which is Salt to the Sea. So I kind of trust her with my life. Also guys, I just realized that I have to study for a quiz that we have this week. Wait, okay, I thought it was tomorrow. It's the day after tomorrow. No, okay. I guess I'll have to come back and study for it. Whatever, I still want to go on my walk. Literally, what in the delusional was I thinking when I thought that no one would be out and about by the water on Thanksgiving? Quite literally, I saw every single family in Toronto probably all having wholesome family Thanksgiving time. Passed by this like art studio, pottery studio or something, and I'm like, that is literally my dream. I will not lie to you, I was not paying very good attention to my audiobook. Just know that it takes place in like old Spain during fascist rule, I think. And you follow like a girl and a boy and their paths cross obviously, and I think that they fall in love. I hope so. But oh, to be the seagull chilling by the water. Back from my walk, I thought I filmed myself at this very angle wearing this exact same clothes. I got to 10% of the Fountains of Silence. Also, I thought it'd be worth it to share my fall playlist. I have a fall 2024 playlist. I used to be like a psychopath. I would literally create playlists, name them by like the date that I made them in like a numbered code. So if you looked at like all my playlists, it would just be numbers all in chronological order. And I could like go to any one date and like see which songs I was like vibing with at the time. There was truly no rhyme or reason to like when I would like make a new playlist. Like it wasn't like every month, nothing like that. It was like just so random, just anytime that I felt like it. I'm gonna get copyrighted.
It's just the way it is.
My sister's on a call outside, so I'm in the bathroom. We're going where we started off in this vlog, which is to the gym. I feel like I've upgraded to looking like a bum in the gym, which is wearing an oversized hoodie and oversized sweats and headphones. But you know what? I'm vibing with it. I just got to part 3 of this book, page 297. I don't know how many parts there are in total. This could be a good place to stop for the vlog. It had a really promising start at the beginning, but I feel like at around like the 30% mark, it just kind of turned into another romantasy vibe. This is probably where I'm gonna end the vlog. I feel like I did not even half the things that I said that I was gonna do. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. Follow me on my socials. They're linked in the description. I look so scary. See you all in the next one.